A looter raid, a hidden guide, the Rocks Mountain discovery. She led hikers with quiet grace until Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson illuminated her hidden path. Who was this woman? And why did she rise to fight? Stay tuned. This tale will mesmerize you. It's Friday, August 8th, 2025, 5:14 p.m., plus 300. The rugged Andes Mountains near Ollantaytambo, Peru, glow under the late afternoon sun, the air crisp with the scent of alpine grass and stone. Inside a modest stone hut overlooking the terrace fields, Sofia Alvarez, 45, organizes a stack of trail maps, her hands steady from years of guiding. Her poncho is weathered but colorful, her face marked by faint scars that hint at a life beyond the trails, her dark eyes reflecting a quiet determination. The rustle of wind and the distant call of Andean flutes fill the space as villagers know her as the reliable guide who leads their treks, but no one probes her past. She's simply Sophia. Sophia pauses, adjusting her hat, and glances at a small radio on a shelf. Its static breaking with news of illegal archaeological looters targeting remote villages, armed gangs, thefts. A shadow of unease flickers across her face before she resumes her work, her movements deliberate. Beneath a locked compartment hidden under a floorboard lies evidence of her former life: a map projector, a signal rocket, and a smoke bomb. Secrets buried deep, unknown to all. The following morning, a rugged 4x4 vehicle climbs the mountain path, its tires crunching against the rocky terrain. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson steps out, his towering presence drawing awestruck gazes from the villagers, part of a global documentary tour to document retired warrior stories. Commandos, assassins, agents. Dressed in a moisture-wicking black shirt, cargo pants, and hiking boots, he carries a camera crew, their equipment glinting in the sunlight. Children gather near the ruins, their eyes wide while shepherds nod in respect. Sophia, leading a small group near the trailhead, hears the commotion and approaches, offering a courteous nod. "Welcome," she says, her voice calm yet assured. Dwayne approaches, the mountain air invigorating him, and watches Sophia guide with confident strides, her knowledge of the terrain evident. He notices her agility in the scars tracing her neck. This guide has a story, he thinks, his curiosity piqued. Sophia hands him a small carved stone totem, a local artifact, smooth and ancient, and Dwayne thanks her, intrigued by the resilience in her steady gaze, signaling his crew to set up as the village buzzes with excitement. Night falls and chaos erupts. An illegal archaeological looting gang storms the temple area, masked gunmen emerging from jeeps, their rifles glinting under the torchlight. They seize the ruins, taking villagers hostage and using stone walls as barricades, their shouts blending with the howl of wind and cries of the trapped. Gunfire echoes through the mountains, police sirens distant and faint. Sophia, reviewing maps at home, hears the disturbance and peers out. A looter bursts in, aiming a rifle, demanding she stay silent or die. Sophia reacts with surprising agility. Grabbing a walking stick, she jabs it at the thug's chest, the rifle clattering to the floor. As more looters advance, she moves to the floorboard, unlocking the compartment with a steady hand to reveal a map projector, a signal rocket, and a smoke bomb, tools from her covert days. Arming herself, she springs into action, projecting a terrain map to navigate, firing the rocket to light the sky and alert help, and deploying the smoke bomb to shroud the ruins in a thick haze. She pulls a hostage to safety behind a boulder, her breath ragged, adrenaline surging. Dwayne, observing from a ridge with his crew, mutters, "This woman's a survivor," his admiration growing as he prepares to join the fight. With police reinforcements arriving to subdue the looters, the temple area is secured and the village begins to recover. Dwayne enters the hut, finding Sophia adjusting the map projector, her hands steady despite the tension in her jaw. He sets his camera aside, leaning against the wall with a warm smile. "Sophia," he says, "that wasn't just guiding skill." "What's with those devices?" Sophia freezes, her eyes dropping to the signal rocket still in her hand. its tip scorched. "Old paths," she murmurs, her voice tight. But Dwayne presses gently. "Come on, those scars, that fight. There's a story. Share it with me." Sophia exhales deeply, the weight of her past rising to the surface. She sets the rocket down and meets Dwayne's gaze. "During a conflict," she begins, her voice low and measured, "I was a reconnaissance expert, scouting enemy lines. A mission failed. My team vanished because I lost the trail. I've carried that guilt ever since." Dwayne listens intently, noting the pain etched into Sophia's features, the guidance masking her shame, and a plan begins to form to help her find redemption. Sophia's confession lingers with Dwayne over the next few days. He returns to the hut with a canteen of water, finding her studying a map in the early morning light, the ruins' echoes still fresh. "Sophia," he says, setting the water down, "you saved lives that night. Why keep it buried?" Sophia pauses, her finger tracing a trail line, and turns to face him. "Because every path," she replies, her voice cracking, "reminds me of their faces. My team, lost because I failed. Guilt keeps me guiding, not fighting." Dwayne nods, his expression empathetic and resolute. "Maybe this village needs that fight now. You can protect them, turn that guilt into a new way." Sophia looks away, her skepticism evident, but Dwayne's words spark a glimmer of hope. That night, alone in the hut, she opens the compartment again, pulling out a faded reconnaissance report with her team's last coordinates, tears welling as the memories of the loss flood back. A week later, on August 15th, 2025, a Path and Safety Day is announced. Dwayne and Sophia transformed the temple area into a community celebration, setting up tables with maps, local textiles, and food stalls under a canopy of strung lights. Villagers gather, children exploring trails, elders sharing oral histories, the air alive with the scent of roasted corn and unity. Dwayne calls Sophia to a makeshift stage, his voice carrying over the crowd as he recounts her tale. The reconnaissance past, the team's loss, the ruin fight. "This woman," he declares, his tone both powerful and warm, "turned her path into a lifeline for us all." The crowd erupts in applause, some villagers approaching Sophia with grateful nods and murmured thanks. She steps forward, clutching the report, her voice shaky but firm. "Justice and guidance are for everyone. I do this for them, for my team." Dwayne collaborates with local police to dismantle the looting gang's operation, then launches a safety fund to protect the village, rallying the community around Sophia. The temple area becomes a symbol of resilience, its paths reflecting newfound strength. By September 7th, 2025, the village thrives with a renewed sense of cultural heritage and security. Path and Safety Day's impact lingers, with locals organizing guided tours and patrols. Sophia continues her guiding work, her scars a silent testament to her past, but her spirit now carries a quiet pride. Dwayne visits to bid farewell, presenting her with a hand-carved walking stick engraved with Trailblazer. "This is yours," he says, his eyes reflecting pride. Sophia takes it, her fingers tracing the inscription, whispering, "Thank you," as emotion swells within her. The narrative closes with the village's unity strengthened, Sophia's redemption shaping a safer, more connected future. Dwayne's voiceover seals it. "True paths rise from scars, leading hope for all." Sophia Alvarez proves that. Have you ever met a hidden hero like Sophia? Someone who turned pain into purpose? Share their story in the comments and tell us where you're watching from. If this tale inspired you, hit that subscribe button, like, and share to keep these stories alive. Join us next time for another epic journey with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.